Hi, welcome to my channel Rubia Stedman. In this video I want to teach you how to knit with stray needles this newborn baby hat. In the last video I teach how to do the same hat but with circular needle. It's this one. They're very easy to do, and here is the list of material you're gonna need to make them. To make this newborn baby hat, I'm gonna use this stray needle 4.5 millimeter or US 7. This yarn I bought at the Dollar Tree, and it's a knitting yarn. You can buy any brand yarn that you want. Light 3 is 100% acrylic and have 50 grams. It's like a turquoise blue. This one I bought at Michael's. They come in packs, big packs like that. They are factory end pieces, and it's a blend of color, and it's like a light 3 as well, and 100% acrylic. You're gonna need tapestry needle and scissor. And these pom-poms I bought them at the dollar store, and they are from the Lion brand yarn, and I paid $1.25 for 2. They are small pom-poms. You're gonna need one of these. I think that's it. Let's start making our newborn baby hat. We're gonna start with this color, with the turquoise blue, and we need a tail long enough for 60 stitches. If you want the hat a little bit bigger, you can cast 64. You're gonna wrap your yarn around your needle 30 times. Once you have the 30 times, you will pull it out of the needle, fold it in half, and leave a little extra, and you'll have the amount of tail that you need for your 60 stitches. Once you have your tail, you're going to do a slip knot. You're going to pass it through your needle, and you're going to cast down your 60 stitches. That's 1, 2, 3. Don't do this too tight because you want this to be nice and loose. 4, 5. So I will meet you here when I have my 60. When you finish casting on, it will look like this, and you're gonna do a little knot here with the tail to secure that first stitch, not too tight. And it'll look like this, and this will be the right side of the piece, and this one here, when the tail is in the back, the wrong side. So all the odd numbers are in the right side, and the even number in the wrong side of the piece. Now we're going to start row number 1 with 2 net, and 2 purls. Two net, and 2 purl. Two net, 2 purl, 2 net, 2 purl, all the way to the end. I finished row number 1 with 2 purls, so I start with 2 net and finish with 2 purls. I'm gonna turn my work around, and I'm gonna do the same repetition. 2 net, 2 purl. Two net and 2 purl. Two net and 2 purl. You're going to continue doing this until the end, and you'll do this repetition for 12 rows. So I have 10 more rows to go. I finished row number 2, and I wanted to show you that row number 3 is exactly the same as 1 and 2. You always start with 2 net and finish with 2 purl. So that repetition is until row number 12. That will be changing color. Well, that's up to you if you want to change color. And this is one of the easiest baby hat. Easy and fast. Here I have my 12 rows. Now we're going to change color. And here we're going to start with the next color. And I'm going to start with my 2 net. Now here, tie this tail to the other color in here, and then continue working with a new color. So I did 2 net, now 2 purl. Two net and 2 purl. So you're gonna do this all the way to the end. Here I finished row number 1 of the change color. Now row number 2 is exactly the same. 2 net, 2 purl. Two net, and 2 purl. So I'll meet you here at the end of this row. I finished row number 2, and I don't want to be cutting all my tails. That way I don't have all those tails to lose. So I want to bring this one up as I work. So to do that, what we're gonna do is this one is the one we are using, you see, and this one here is the one that we will use, and then you bring it up, you see, this is the tail. Let's hide that one, and this one across on the top like so, and then you see it will go up, and you do a net and the other net, and that one is 1 stitch up. Now you're going to continue working with this, 2 net to purl all the way to the end. And this is row number 3. In the last video I did this one. They will be pretty much the same, but I did this one with circular needle. So when you're working with circular needle, you can change color anytime, but with this one you have to change color in the same place that you start. So this one, the accent color is only 3 rows, and this one here had to be 4 rows. So that's the difference from working with circular needle and a straight needle if you don't want to have the tails all over the place. So you have to do 4 rows of this color. So you're going to continue working again with this one for another row, total of 4, and then we'll change color. So we finished that row number 4, and it'll look like this. You see this is wider than these ones because I have an extra row. So now we're going to change color, and with this color we're going to do 2 rows. So we're going to leave this one in here. I'm going to hold it here, and then now we're going to work with this one. See, you bring it back up, and then you do 2 net, and you see, you don't see the change in here, and 2 purl. So you're gonna do 2 net to purl all the way to the end, and you're going to do another row of 2 net to purl all the way to the end, and we'll meet here. So that will be row number 5 is this one, and the next one row number 6. I finished that row 5 and 6, and remember I'm not counting this 12, I'm counting from here when I change color. So I did 4 here and 5 and 6. Now 7, 8, 9 and 10 is with the change of color, this one. So you're gonna leave this one in here, and now you're gonna with this one, let me move mine out of the way, grab this one, and I'm gonna do 4 row with this one, exactly the same, 2 net, 2 purls, 2 net, 2 purls. So you will go to the end and go back, and I will show you one more time how to bring your yarn 1 stitch up the other color, and from there you will continue working this design until you have 15 centimeters long. I finished row number 8. We're gonna do row number 9, and so we have to bring this one stitch higher. That way it's easier when we work in the next one. So you bring this one up, and this one is under, you see, this one is in the top, the turquoise, and this is underneath, and that will bring you, you see, up here. So once you do that, you're gonna continue working with this one, 2 net, 2 purl, 2 net, 2 purl, and you come back the same way with this one, then you'll change color. So you're gonna continue with that repetition. You see, 4 of this color and 2 of the turquoise for 15 centimeters. That's what I did for this one that I did in my last video, but this one was with circular needle. This one made 15 centimeters or 6 inches before we do the decrease at the top here. So I'm gonna work my 15 centimeters. So from the new color here to here, I did 24 row, and the 12 in here is 36. And now you can cut this one. And you're going to continue the decrease with this color. So you're going to work them as you see them. So this is 2 net together, 2 purl together, 2 net, and 2 purl. You're going to do this all the way to the end. I finished that row of decrease. Now I'm going to do my next one, and again you're going to do 2 together and a purl row. So at the end of this row you'll have 15 left. Here I have 15 stitches left. I don't want to do another decrease. I want this one to be exactly as the other one. So what I'm going to do now is cut the yarn long enough to pass it through here twice and to sew the side of the hat. Now with the tapestry needle we're gonna pass it through our 15 stitches. You're gonna pull through, and you're gonna repeat that step one more time. You're gonna pass your yarn through those 15 stitches. Now you pull tight and it will look really nice. Maybe. So now you're going to start sewing the side and make sure that you match your stripe. That way you have a nice finish. So you see, I try to match the stripe as best as I can, since I have the same amount of row on both sides, so it's easy. So you're going to continue doing this all the way to the end, and then you'll lose all your tails and do a pom-pom or buy one, or you can leave it without it. It's up to you. Once you finish, it'll look like this. You still see the seam in here. It's not like this one that is seamless. Okay. And you fold it in here, and they're tiny little things. So I'm gonna place the pom-pom in mine. This pom-pom is very light, so if you're gonna make a pom-pom for your hat, I recommend to do one small and light, because you don't want nothing heavy in the baby's head, because they're very fragile. They have tiny little necks, so this don't weigh nothing. It's like a feather. So I'm gonna place this one in here, and I'll show you. Well, this is the end result of my straight needle baby hat, and this one with circular needle. So it's not a lot of difference between the two of them. Only this one, the stripes are wider than this one, and this one have a seam, and this one is seamless. Everything else is exactly the same. Well, I hardly use any yarn. This one has 36 grams, and from this one I hardly use any, probably like 12 grams. So they are very economic. I hope you guys like it, and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are not already a subscriber. And if you make this piece and you want to send me some picture, you can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Stedman, or you can find me in my Instagram, Ruby Stedman Crochet. Please share my videos with friends and family, that way you help me grow here in YouTube. And don't forget to check my other videos. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye.